A huge summer Nintendo eShop sale has just gone live, and this is the biggest sale we've seen in quite a while, if not the biggest sale we've seen ever. Look at this, Super Mario Odyssey 30% off, Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection 25% off, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening 42 bucks. A lot of the games on this list are at the lowest price ever or matching the previous low. Check this out. Hades on sale $15. We were just talking about this. It's a really popular roguelike dungeon crawler, so you keep dying and getting stronger and stronger. It has to do with Greek mythology, so you'll be meeting Zeus, Athena, obviously Hades. Ni no Kuni at $10 again. Really unique, really cool RPG with some slight Pokemon vibes. The cutscenes were literally made by Studio Ghibli. It's very story heavy, and it's just overall a really fun adventure. Mega Man 11 at 10 bucks. Grease, $4.24. Cat Quest 2 under 5 bucks. I haven't played Cat Quest 2, but I played the first one, and it kind of feels like a mobile game, but it's an RPG. It's relaxing. You get upgrades, you get new equipment. It's actually not bad. It's one of those kind of games where you can just zone out and relax. I know a lot of people like Ape Out. A lot of people play Katamari Damacy. You got Dead Cells over here, another roguelike action RPG. $12.50. I totally recommend this game. It's another roguelike, but this one is a 2D platformer, really based on combat, and each run you go, you get a different loadout. People say it's a Metroidvania. It's hard to put down because each time you die, you want to prove to the game that you can do it and you can get better, and you do. You get stronger as you play and you go farther. If you don't have it, seriously consider getting it. Immortals Phoenix Rising for 15 bucks again. If you like Breath of the Wild, you just might like that game. Little Nightmares on sale again. The Elder Scrolls, open world RPG with a million quests where you can literally go anywhere and go do anything at any time. Ys 8 for 20 bucks. That's an action RPG, kind of like Xenoblade Chronicles. This one takes place on a stranded island and you build up the island as you go. Dark Souls Remastered. I just got this game recently, and listen, it's one of the hardest games ever is what they say, but you just kind of have to know what you're doing. Maybe similarly to Monster Hunter, you have to actually watch for the signs, know when to dodge, know when to strike and attack. You can't just go slicing away and expect to be successful. But it's one of those games when you finally do beat that boss, you just feel so accomplished. And the game's been out for so long now, enough games have borrowed elements from it that it's not so unfamiliar anymore. Just maybe watch a couple tutorials first. Doom Eternal under 20 bucks, another really good Nintendo Switch port. Obviously, graphics are going to look better on other consoles, but this game was built with Nintendo Switch in mind from the ground up. So it looks really good, it runs really good, you're just going to be taking down demons left and right. The follow-up to the Doom 2016 reboot, it's almost like a dance where you have to balance your attacks, manage your ammo, and just keep everything in sync to survive. More Assassin's Creed, Hunt Down is under 7 bucks. I thought that game was okay. Death's Door, $13, a really popular action-adventure game right now. Okami HD, $10 again. Carrion for $10. They call this a reverse horror game. You literally play as the monster. Mario Maker 2 is on sale. This game doesn't get a discount very often. And if you want a game that gives you a lot of bang for your buck, I definitely recommend this one because it's got a million levels. You can spend all your time building your own levels, making whatever you want, or go online and play your friends' levels, play random levels. It just doesn't stop. With that last update, now you can actually make your own world. You can choose in the style of the old school games, the new games, somewhere in the middle. It doesn't even matter if you're creative or not because you just play the game the way you want to. Paper Mario the Origami King is on sale. Not the best Paper Mario game, but a pretty good one on Switch. 30% off. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Not easy, but if you like platforming games, that's great as well. And Monster Hunter Rise on sale for still almost half off. In fact, the entire Monster Hunter franchise is still on sale. If Rise is still too expensive, look at Monster Hunter Generations. It's way cheap. Either game you go with, you'll be getting hundreds of hours, hunt down monsters, gather your materials, craft your weapons, make your character stronger, get better at the game, play online with friends. Monster Hunter Stories 2 is still on sale for a more turn-based RPG adventure. The Witcher 3 is half off. A lot of people love this Western RPG. I think it's too blurry, too muddy, but hey, it's amazing that it's on Switch and a lot of people love it. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, that's a really good deal at 8 bucks. That's another good port on Nintendo Switch, and it's made by the people who made Burnout, so really it's just gonna feel like a Burnout game. Doom 2016, $12. Spyro Reignited Trilogy for all 3 of the remakes. If you're looking for another throwback platformer, Slay the Spire for 10 bucks, a roguelike card game that people really like. New Super Lucky's Tale at the lowest price ever, half off for $15. If you're looking for a Nintendo 64 type feeling platforming game, it's not a bad one to pick up. There's a lot of collectibles, there's 2D side-scrolling challenges, mini games. It's a little cheesy, it's all ages, but it's not super easy. I'd say there's a decent amount of challenge there, and there's a cute little fox. The Tourist at the lowest price ever, 12 bucks. It's an action-adventure puzzle game with really cool graphics. It's all about stumbling upon an adventure while on vacation. I played the demo and I didn't quite feel like it was worth 20 bucks, but I always told myself I might get it if it goes on sale. Diablo 2 is on sale, which includes the remake and the expansion. And then we have the Bioshock Collection. We see this go on sale a few times every year, and I think these games are awesome, and a lot of other games have taken inspiration from these. The first game being dark and gritty, which is just a classic. The second game is full of action, and it's actually underrated in my opinion, but my favorite is the third game, Bioshock Infinite. If you feel like these games are a little too dark for you, I suggest starting with Bioshock Infinite. It actually took a little bit of inspiration from Disney. There's some time travel going on, conspiracy, and these games are just super imaginative. For 20 bucks, you're getting a lot here. You've got Valkyria Chronicles 4, XCOM 2, Diablo 3, Ori and the Will of the Wisps on sale for 40% off. This is the sequel of the previous Ori game, and it's a Metroidvania with a really good art style. There's a new power-up system, different weapons and spells you can get, a bunch of different puzzles, and a really good soundtrack. Empire of Sin might be a little fun for 10 bucks. More Assassin's Creed, you got Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now the Outer Worlds at 60 bucks, if you want that console type game. This one's by the creators of Fallout. There's actually a DLC out. It's an action RPG, and what's really cool is your decisions can actually change the outcome of the story. Sometimes you're faced with a moral dilemma and you just gotta make a decision whether you like it or not. Then you face the consequences, and you can even change how the game ends. What really stands out to me are the companions and how their stories actually matter and the way you treat them. And they actually make comments about the world around them while you play and what's going on in the story. I actually did a review on this game, and I'll leave the link in the description below. Burnout Paradise, under 10 bucks. Ashen might not be bad for $12, heavily inspired by Dark Souls. And if there are any games I've missed so far, anything else we should be checking out, please let me know in the comments below. Mortal Kombat's on sale for $15, not a bad game, honestly. Raji for under $9. This might be the time to pick this one up. It's an action-adventure game set in ancient India. You'll be fighting and dodging hordes of enemies, getting new weapons, unlocking story, there's puzzles, there's platforming. It's not a flawless game, but probably worth checking out. Eastward at 20 bucks, this game actually didn't come out that long ago. Beautiful Super Nintendo style graphics. It's an action RPG, but be warned, the pacing is slow. There's a lot of story in the middle of gameplay. There's a little bit of Zelda influence, and a lot of this you have to control both characters at once, alternating between the two. But I feel like the puzzles are pretty good, and the visuals are really nice looking. My Friend Pedro, Into the Gungeon, a lot of people like those games. If you like Stardew Valley, maybe even Don't Starve, I'd say Forager at 8 bucks is almost a must-have. It's kind of like fast action. You start with a very small area and you expand as you go. You keep crafting, you keep collecting and managing resources. It just kind of keeps going, and it's hard to put down. You keep leveling up, keep getting new skills, abilities, new blueprints. There's puzzles, lots of enemies. You can build up your base, build up your defenses. Not to mention, I'm just a sucker for the art style. If you like these gaming elements, pick this game up right now. Rogue Legacy, another roguelike, obviously under 5 bucks. Hob at $4, that's an adventure puzzle game. Catherine Full Body, $20. Amnesia for 3 bucks. And the Borderlands collection, again, on sale for $20. You've got Phoenotopia Awakening at $10, the lowest price ever. This game really flew under the radar, and it might be because it came out and it was very, very difficult, but they have done updates to it, so now you can kind of tweak your gameplay style the way you want. This game takes a lot of inspiration from Zelda. You got a bunch of different enemy types, a bunch of different weapons. You've got bombs, you can play the flute, you've got rocket boots. I go into a little bit more detail in one of my videos, which I'll link in the description below. A Hat in Time is a platformer adventure that might remind you a little bit of Mario Odyssey. You got Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This game is 5 bucks. If you like Scott Pilgrim, if you like beat 'em up games like Streets of Rage back in the day, this is a good arcade style game, and you keep leveling up and you learn new abilities, so don't worry if you keep dying. And this version includes all of the original DLCs. Some people play this game just for the soundtrack alone. Katana Zero is pretty cool. One shot and you die, but it restarts you right where you left off. Little Nightmares 2 on sale again. Good puzzle, scary game. The Last Campfire, I'd be curious to hear if anybody's played this one. It's an adventure game by the creators of No Man's Sky. You've got No More Heroes 3 half off. Astral Chain by the same creators of Bayonetta. Cozy Grove under $10. I've been streaming this on my Twitch for over a year. A lot of fetch quests, a lot of busy work, but that's why it's a great game where you can just multitask and chat with friends while you play. This game fixes a lot of things that Animal Crossing really should implement into its game. You can craft multiple items at once. You get a prompt before you accidentally pull your furniture into your inventory. And there's actual progression with the museum, the villagers' quest expanding, and the island getting bigger and growing as you play. Octopath Traveler's on sale. Cuphead's on sale. So many games are on sale. Cuphead's hard. It's got great art style. It's just nothing but boss after boss after boss. And Octopath Traveler, of course, is a love letter to fans of the old school JRPGs. I have never played Penny Punching Princess, but it's 90% off, and I'm pretty sure I've heard some good things about it. Mulaka is $5. Dragon Quest XI, this game doesn't go on sale hardly ever. Really cool action RPG, really well done story. You play this game and you feel like you are literally there going on an adventure. It's a JRPG at its core, but it doesn't feel like a chore. It feels modern, it keeps the pacing going, and the music is great. And if you're not sure about this game, there's a demo, and I got literally 10 hours worth of gameplay out of it. It's almost like a free game, check it out. Zelda, Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer under $18. The fan service packed into this game is awesome. It feels like a 2D Zelda game. It's a Zelda game in its own right. You move and step to the beat of the music, and what's cool is you don't even have to tap a button to attack with your sword. You literally just touch the enemy and Link attacks. You can even play as Zelda, and the remixed classic songs are just awesome. At the end of the day, it's a dungeon crawler, and I have a video about it as well, which I'll leave in the description below. It's actually the first video I ever made on this channel. Little Dragon's Cafe looks super cute, but I remember thinking there was something wrong with this game. I don't remember why I decided to not get it. If you've played it, please let me know. Wolfenstein 2, if you like the new Doom games, you might like that one. It's made with the same engine. Subnautica half off. Not a bad Switch port either. You crash land on an alien ocean world. It's a survival game, and what's cool is you can completely customize it. You can turn off your oxygen meter if you want to. You can turn off the story, and then the story just goes away, and you just swim. There's crafting, lots of materials to collect, lots of inventory to manage. You've got hunger, you've got thirst, and lots of mysteries to uncover. The creepiness kind of reminded me of Echo the Dolphin. I got this game a couple months ago, and it's actually featured in one of my videos. I'll link it in the description below. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 half off. Really good remakes. Crash Team Racing 60% off. I have a review about that on the channel as well. This is a remake of the original game with some improvements here and there. And if you've played the old games, these courses are an exact one-to-one remake. You'll feel just like you're playing the old game. Just get ready to boost non-stop or you will finish last. Cave Story Plus half off. Slime Rancher, the lowest price ever. Another game I'll leave a link in the description about. You grow crops, you can raise little chickens, you build up your base, and you explore more of this area as you unlock more of it. And it's all about raising these slimes that look like giant squishmallows. There's lots to explore, lots to keep upgrading, and the sequel's in the works right now. LA Noire is half off by Rockstar Games. It feels like Grand Theft Auto, but it's not. You play as a detective and you investigate crimes. This game was utilizing revolutionary facial animation technology that makes the faces look real, the expressions look real, and the whole point is you're supposed to be interviewing people and actually looking at the facial expressions they're making to try and determine if they're guilty or not, also using the clues that you've uncovered. It's a cool game. It makes you feel kind of smart. Just to be warned, it is mature with very mature themes. Unpacking, another cozy game for $16. Persona 5 Strikers, a close collaboration with Persona 5 and the Dynasty Warriors. Morbid under $8. This is a 2D, almost Souls-like game with a very dark and gothic theme. Honestly, it's not a game that I could play before bed. Grindstone's on sale for $12. It's a puzzle battle action game with lots of weapons and gear to unlock and a really good soundtrack. You've got Naruto, Narita Boy, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Unsighted isn't a bad action RPG. Pikmin 3 Deluxe is 30% off. That's a really cute and fun puzzle game. Will we ever see a Pikmin 4? I don't know. The Wild at Heart is an indie game just like Pikmin, lowest price ever at 25% off. There's collecting, there's crafting, there's exploration, lots of puzzles to solve. If you like Pikmin and you want more, this might be a good game for you. Rune Factory 5, I mean, I might wait to see if that goes lower, but 20% off. This game just came out. If you like farming, if you like combat, if you like RPGs, this game has all of it. And speaking of farming games, both Story of Seasons games are on sale as well. Not to mention Rune Factory 4, which is a classic 3DS game on the Switch. You've got Star Wars, you've got Portal, just kidding, that's not Portal. Lego Star Wars Wars is on sale. Bravely Default 2. Garden Story at $14. I reviewed this on the channel as well. It's an action RPG where you play as a grape. It's a little unique. There's a little bit of busy work there. Obviously, a really cute art style. It really is an RPG at its core. You start with one area and you unlock more as you play and progress. Travis Strikes Again. This sale is just huge. Devil May Cry is $10. More Star Wars Episode 1 Racer from back in the day. Aladdin and Lion King for $10. A throwback to the Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo. The list goes on and on, you all. I'm gonna have to eat dinner, but check out this sale. It is out of this world. There's definitely something here for everyone. Let me know in the comments below what you'll be picking up. Remember to subscribe for more Nintendo Switch, and then tap on those boxes on your screen right there, and I'll see you over there in another video.